You would thrive in Gotham, actually, just because of the costume culture.
On account of your just so close to snapping and becoming a supervillain. Hi, everybody. I'm Amy Newman.
And I'm Chris Carr, and we are Two Filthy Casuals.
And we know getting into a new fandom can be intimidating with all the gatekeepers, all the characters.
All the characters.
I'm so lost.
That is okay, because this is a character that a lot of people don't know, and that's why you come to this podcast, so you can dip your toe into a fandom sans judgment. And today, I get to be the person who knows things. Ha ha! I like when I get to be that person. It's not often. I like it a lot.
I feel like you know the things more than I know the things.
I feel like I know a little about a lot. I don't know about a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like I don't have like an area where I'm like, I for sure know this backwards and forwards. I'm a dip my toe into a lot of things person.
I mean, you impress me.
Thanks.
With how much you can rattle this stuff off. So,
Thank you.
Yeah, I tried to tell my husband what we were talking about today, and he asked 2 follow-up questions. I was like, don't just look. Ask Chris. Why would I don't know. He's like, so what movie would that? I'm like, I don't know, man. That's usually where I'm.
To hear his questions.
That's usually where I'm at.
Yeah.
Oh, they were the most basic of clarifying questions.
Perfect.
It's like, so that's for the podcast? What the fuck you?
Yeah.
What are you interrogating me for?
Let me live, man.
Jesus.
Gosh. Well, today what we're talking about is some casting news that, as of this recording, it is being speculated that Scarlett Johansson is being brought on to Matt Reeves' The Batman 2.
And this is completely a rumor, right?
Well, and she signed on to be in the film.
Oh, did she?
But it is being said that she is this character, supposedly.
That is a rumor, though.
Yes.
So we could be wrong.
We could be wrong, and by the time this comes out, who's to say?
But it's content, babes.
Exactly. And at the very least, you'll know a little bit about a DC character. So who we're talking about specifically is Gilda Dent.
Yeah.
So, nay Gilda Gold, that was her maiden name. And so she is a character who first appeared in 1942.
Okay.
In Detective Comics number 66.
Okay.
So this is when it was still Bob Kane and Bill Finger doing the Batman comics.
Wish it was one more.
6, 7?
6, 7.
Yeah. My first thought when I saw it was number 666.
Ooh.
I wanted it to be devilish, but you know.
Boy, the 60s really.
Yeah.
You got 6, 7. You got 6, 9.
Okay. Fun times. Fun numbers. So she is this kind of minor character.
Okay.
That, like so many girlfriends, wives, etc., basically written to just help further humanize this tragic character, or character who ultimately will be tragic.
Okay.
Most of the time when you have Gilda pop up in something, it's because, she is engaged to Harvey. Harvey Dent is the, DA, there we go, the district attorney in Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
Busy guy.
And we're going to get into how that affects Gilda in a second.
Ooh.
But for the most part, it's usually, Bruce introduced the two of them and now they're engaged or they're happily married. In some stories, she leaves. And a lot of that is Harvey's own doing, especially after he becomes Two-Face. Gilda is a
Spoilers.
sculptor. And so he thinks that somebody who is so, intrinsically tied to beauty and finding beauty in things will no longer be able to, love him.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't put that on her.
Yeah, she makes a bust of him.
Let her make her own decisions.
Yeah, his formerly handsome face, and he destroys it because, that's what he used to look like. It's a powerful moment. In other stories, she leaves just because of, him being criminally insane. Sometimes she gets remarried.
Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole if I leave my husband because now he's criminally insane?
Honestly, that's about half of what the Am I the assholes are on Reddit.
After an Italian mobster pours acid on him.
My husband's a supervillain now. Am I the asshole if I take some space?
Yeah, you are. No,
it's on you. It's on you, Gilda.
In some versions, she gets remarried, and sometimes that husband is killed. As a way to get back at Harvey Dent, which I've never wrapped my head around fully, of we'll show him, let's kill his ex-wife's new husband.
That's the dream.
Yeah, it seems like a favor, Falcone family. In other versions, she is killed because of, a case that Harvey's trying. That's a story that they do in the New 52, one of the newer comics.
Okay.
But the kind of juicy thing that a lot of people think that Scarlett Johansson will get is to do the Gilda story from a comic called The Long Halloween. Have you ever heard about this one?
No, but it sounds like my dream. A long Halloween?
Genuinely, I feel like this is like the Batman comic that you'd be like, hell yeah, do I like Batman comics?
I'm just saying 24 hours isn't enough.
It's a good one.
I'll wear my little costume for an extra couple days. I don't give a heck.
It's a fun time.
Okay.
You would thrive in Gotham, actually, just because of the costume culture.
On account of your just so close to snapping and becoming a supervillain.
You'd have a great time, though. You'd be like, I know how to show up to any theme event because there's so many in Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
You'd always do so with a plum. You would be like, yes, I understand the assignment. You'd do great.
Thank you. I mean, as aforementioned, Gotham's just a bunch of theater kids ruining it for everyone else.
It really is.
Gotham has the energy of a 10 p.m. Denny's after a production of Grease.
525,600 minutes.
100%. Same level of villainy, too.
Oh,
According if you're
absolutely.
that waitress and everybody's going, I'll just have a Coke.
Yeah. Why are you here?
Christ.
Go home.
Uh,
So, Long Halloween is from 1986, and it is a Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale comic book.
okay.
If you ever watched the TV show Heroes, Tim Sale's the one who did all the art for it, where like there was a painter who could see the future. That's all Tim Sale's art.
Okay.
Beautiful. He passed away a few years ago. But in this story, there is a killer who is murdering people on holidays. He becomes known as the Holiday Killer, or simply Holiday, as they're trying to figure out who this is.
Yeah.
And
God, they love a theme.
they love a
They
theme in
love a
Gotham.
fucking little theme.
The crime is always the same. A .22 caliber gun is used.
Uh-huh.
And someone leaves behind a item that ties into that holiday.
I was going to say, bummer that it's not like, it's Arbor Day, I hit him with a tree.
That would have been so much better. This is genuinely one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was what are the things that you would leave behind for these holidays, or would you commit the crime differently?
I would commit the crime in a holiday-themed fashion. If you're going to do it, fucking do it, man.
Okay.
Uh,
Halloween, how are you killing them?
ooh, I mean, Halloween, I feel like you could just like classic axe murderer. Though, okay, let's get creative here. Let's go classic razor blade and the candy.
Ooh, I love it. Yes. Wonderful. A little trick or treat, if you will. Thanksgiving.
Razor blade and the turkey.
I'm seeing a
No.
theme.
I would put, no, here's what I do.
Mhm.
I would knock them unconscious. I would put them in a Macy's Thanksgiving Day balloon and fill it with helium.
Diabolical. I love it.
Ideally, the SpongeBob.
That
yeah,
makes sense to me.
that feels right.
That does feel right. What I think is weird is the Irish, which is a gang of 5 Irish assassins, they're taken out on Thanksgiving, not St. Patrick's Day. I feel like that was a missed
They were like,
opportunity.
is that a microaggression?
Yeah.
If I kill them on St. Patrick's Day?
Is this a hate crime?
I'm a
now?
killer, but I don't
Ugh.
want to be accused
Yeah.
of being tone deaf.
I don't want to cross any lines.
Yep.
Christmas. How you killing them?
Razor blade and a cookie.
There you go.
I was going to say push a tree on them. That's Arbor Day. Christmas, I would put them in a chimney and light the fire
Oh my
and
gosh.
roast them.
Like the dad in Gremlins?
Yes. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'd gremlins their ass.
Fantastic. Now, this is going through the next Halloween. That's why it's called the Long Halloween. So
Okay.
then New Year's.
Razor blade and the champagne. I don't know how you missed that one, guys. Blow them up with a firework. Easy.
Fantastic. Valentine's Day.
Break their heart.
Oh! So they die of heartache, or you just leave them like a shell of a person?
No, I'd actually just like destroy their heart physically somehow.
Amazing. St. Patrick's Day.
Green beer, but the green is some sort of toxin.
Ooh, there we go. Okay, we're doing a little bit
I
of
don't
like
like
a
how
Hitchcock.
quick I am on these.
This is all that improv training. That's what I'm going to say. It's the improv training.
I watch a lot of horror movies, guys.
That's true. April Fools.
Okay, this one's a fake out.
It is in the comic,
I
too.
don't actually kill them.
You don't.
Wait, is that right?
That is correct.
Whoa!
Well done. Because, the Riddler is shot at purposefully unharmed. So well done. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Mother's Day.
I would convince their mom to kill them.
Just have their mom, like, shame them to death.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Father's Day.
Send them out for a packet of cigarettes. Lung cancer slowly kills.
Boom. Nailed it. the Romans' birthday.
What the fuck?
That's we're gonna scale over that. Labor Day.
Work them to death.
There you go. And then your final Halloween, we go back to the razor blade.
I just stab them with a knife.
Boom.
Let's look. We've had a lot of fun here.
Beautiful.
Let's get classic with it.
Yeah, you gotta. So their whole MO is they do the shooting, but then they leave behind a little thing. So there's a jack-o'-lantern that they leave behind, a Thanksgiving basket, a box of chocolates.
Do we think this was intentional, or do you think they got home every time and we're like, are you fucking kidding me?
They had to just go back out and like,
they're like, I can't go back.
well,
I killed, the cops are going to be there.
we're gonna see the snack skit I made.
Shit,
Damn
shit,
it.
shit.
Damn it.
Shit.
That might be it.
Stupid.
Why have I done this? But so Batman's trying to figure out who this killer is. You know, Gordon is involved in the investigation. Harvey Dent is involved in the investigation. So the guy who ends up confessing to these crimes, though, is Alberto Falcone.
Okay.
And he's part of the Falcone crime family. There's two big crime families in I was about to say Boston, in Gotham. There's a lot more in Boston.
That's true.
There's the Falcone family and there's the Moroni family. So those are two like Italian factions that are constantly fighting each other.
Okay.
And Alberto Falcone claims to have done all these murders. Batman was like, it's him or Harvey Dent, because Harvey Dent, who's now Two-Face now, left his coin at the scene of one of these crimes. Some of the stuff he said when he was still just regular old Harvey throughout the investigation is a little troubling. I don't know about this.
I hate holidays.
I hate holidays. And I don't know where I put my jack-o'-lantern. That kind of thing.
Sure.
But then we have this little kind of wrapping up moment.
I do like the idea that you're like going to a crime. Just let me pack up my jack-o'-lantern.
Well, this is why.
Well, okay, no, actually, I say this because I at this point in my life live walking distance from my parents' house.
True.
And my mom's birthday is on Halloween, and I went down to my mom's house. We had brunch, and I carved a jack-o'-lantern, and then I was just walking down the street carrying a jack-o'-lantern, and a neighbor laughed at me.
Why?
She's like, "Where are you going with that?"
My house.
I was like, "I'm a Halloween parade. What do you want?"
Mind your business, Susan.
So maybe he got giggled at too.
Maybe he did. And that is enough to kill someone, I guess. In Gotham.
Made me a little mad. I'm still talking about it. What, 3 months later?
That's true. That's true. But in the epilogue of this kind of story, Gilda is talking. And she seems to be guilty of performing like at least 3 of these murders.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Girl.
Because she wanted to spend more time with her husband. And then that makes the little present seem a little bit more like, oh, this nice lady was like, well, I committed a murder, but maybe if I leave a box of chocolates, that's okay.
Wait, she wanted to commit crimes with him?
She wanted to take care of the Falcone family and the Marconi family because these two factions were like the bane of his existence. And so all of these murders are tied to these mobster families some way or another.
So she was trying to frame them or she was trying to take them out?
She's trying to take them out.
Oh.
And at least cause some infighting or something so that this problem would resolve itself.
Wow.
So at the end of the comic, because it doesn't make sense for her to have killed everyone, it's this moment of, oh, so did she kill some of these people? And like she started the holiday murders, and then the other 2 fellas are just copycats, and technically there's 3 holiday killers who kind of do all of this. So the rumor is that Scarlett Johansson is going to be playing like Harvey Dent's wife, have a bigger role, maybe even be a female Two-Face, but that's not really what Gilda did. She didn't have the mob attack her and lose half her face. That's
Right.
Harvey's story.
So stop trying to claim we can see your face, Gilda.
And they could absolutely switch things up and do that. The movies don't have to be the same as the comics,
Sure.
right? But I feel like the more interesting thing to do here, and again, so you can tell a story that just hasn't been completely told the same, is make it so, Gilda is the doting wife who is trying to save Harvey and is trying to help him find his humanity. But also, to do that went, well, what if I take care of the people who hurt my guy?
Stand by your man.
Yeah, and we just make it so she's the murderer of everyone. And you can still have it so that one Falcone goes, no, Dad, it was me. Like, respect. Like, I'm the guy who took out all these other people. And that makes a really interesting story because then you can have the killer on the loose still. You know? That's something that I feel would be like a good juicy role for her. Because the other things that have been brought up for her in this have been like playing Andrea in Mask of the Phantasm. And the big twist in that movie is that Andrea, who was Bruce's like first love, is this masked killer. But if that's what you're like, hey, we've cast her as the person who's revealed to be the masked killer, kind of loses its oomph.
Right.
You know?
Man, it's got to be hard to put down roots in Gotham.
I think so.
You just don't know.
It's a tricky,
Everyone
tricky
you know is going to be a
time.
masked killer.
Yeah.
Eventually.
At some point or another. And you have to ask yourself, that becomes like a big nurture situation, right? If you're just living in Gotham, are you going to become criminally insane or join a theater troupe?
What's it like outside of Gotham? Because it's got to be.
Closest town, I believe, is Bloodhaven. So, woof. And that's where Nightwing is like, that's where his jurisdiction.
Not great.
No.
Not great. So this is she is signed on officially to join. This is like the Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
The Batman.
The Batman.
Okay.
She is signed on. I believe Sebastian Stan is signed on to be Harvey Dent.
Interesting. Boy. Do
Plucking
Marvel
from
and DC know there are other actors?
I don't think they do.
No shade to those actors. I just think it's
No.
interesting that they are swooping everybody.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and in Scarlett Johansson's case, there is a little bit of a, you want to piss off Marvel?
That was my
You
chair
wanna piss
creaking.
off- I blame Trico because he had to readjust.
It wasn't a tootie.
I didn't think it was. Well, for the listeners?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a...
Those are all toots now.
Just rocking
Just
and rolling.
ripping.
Maybe none of this is picking up even, in which case, never mind.
I'm going to add them in post.
nothing to hear nor smell here. Move right along.
Oh. Yeah, this is why I'm so fun to be around, though. You could just be ripping, and as long as they were silent, I'd be like, not phased. I wouldn't even blink.
Oh, well, how do you know it's going to be silent?
I'm just saying, if they were,
I can't risk
should be
that.
fine.
I can't risk that.
No, you can't trust a fart after 30. Let's be honest.
Are you pooping yourself?
I'm just saying, you can't trust a fart after 30. It could be poo.
I've never had that issue.
I haven't had a poo in my pants, but I have got I'm going to go to the restroom and excuse myself and then go, good job, Chris. Way to not trust that gut, but trust that gut. Yeah. But Scarlett Johansson, she seems to be over everything that happened with Marvel and Black Widow, because that theatrical release was a shit show and she got really screwed over.
Because they sent it to streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole like release of it and everything, just it was not what she had agreed to. And like we were coming out of COVID, I understand. That was the first movie I saw back in theaters after the pandemic. But
so they partially released it in theaters?
Yeah, they did like I think same day situation or a limited release thing or something. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was very, very weird. And I wanted to see it in theaters and go support her. But I wonder sometimes if there is still a little bit of that like,
Screw
fuck
you guys?
Disney. Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
And going to do a DC film, I think, could be fun.
My favorite version of that was still the time. Did you hear about how when Shonda Rhimes went to Disneyland, they wouldn't give her free tickets? And she was like, well, fuck this then. And took, because of all the ABC properties she had, she was like,
Yeah.
I've made tremendous amounts of money for this conglomerate.
Yeah.
I surely could get some Disneyland passes for my family.
Sure.
And they said no. And she took Bridgerton to Netflix.
Damn, that's why
That's
she
at
did
least
it?
that's at least the rumor.
I love that rumor. That makes me happy. I do. I know I shouldn't like pettiness, and I don't like that, I suppose, in my day-to-day life. Maybe a little.
Just a little.
But
Look,
like stuff like that I love.
she didn't cast the first stone there.
No, not at all.
That was shitty. They could have given her a freaking day pass to Disneyland for
Yeah.
her family.
That makes sense. I didn't even think about the ABC stuff where I was just like, well, you could afford those tickets, Shonda, but that makes sense. The principle of it. They should have gotten her in club, 33?
Yeah.
All that good stuff. Come on, guys.
No, don't get me started on Club 33.
Oh, yeah? Is that going to be a whole other episode?
I mean,
I want to get in there. I want to know
I
what's
just
going
want to
on.
see it.
Yeah.
Nothing really. It's a restaurant.
It's a restaurant.
That's the thing.
Yeah, when I say I want to know what's going on, I want to eat food.
But it's thousands upon thousands of it. Like, it is
insane.
mind-blowingly expensive.
That doesn't make any
I
sense.
want to say you maybe get some fast passes or something. But it's at the end of
Okay.
the day, it is just a restaurant.
Yeah. I
But
like
I-
the
but-
idea of it.
But if anybody has an in and wants to take me,
Yes.
I would very much like to see it.
That'd be great for all 3 times I used my Disney key. He just sent me an email being like, good news, you can renew. And I was like, why? Why when I went 3 times?
Oh my God. You got to be obnoxious about it like I am.
I
The number of people, you're at Knots a lot. You're at Universal a lot. Yeah, bitch. I'm not made of money. I splurge.
Yeah. I'm going 3 times, I think, by the time my pass expires in February.
Nice.
But, man. So, when it comes to these Batman movies,
All right,
are
sure.
you...
Okay.
Do you enjoy like the Batman?
I liked
idea?
that one a lot, actually.
Okay.
I liked that one was, I feel like with Batman, there's just kind of a like, do something, man.
Yeah.
Like, I love the Burton ones. I love the campy. I think all Batman movies should be like that. I think all Batman movies should just lean into being kind of camp and ridiculous.
Sure.
But if we're not doing that, I'll take kind of gritty and brutal and a lot of the stuff I think the Batman was doing that was interesting.
Yeah.
That set a
Batman.
What?
7, but with Batman.
Yeah, worked for me. So I'm on board for more of those. Now, question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do think this is actually one of the questions my husband tried to ask me before I got aggressive.
Perfect.
The Batman, the Matt Reeves
yeah.
Batman universe is not tied to the James Gunn DC universe?
Correct. It's what would be considered, I guess, an Elseworlds. So you know how Marvel has like What If and Multiverse or whatever?
Sure.
DC's version of that has typically been stories called Elseworlds.
Okay.
And that's where, hey, you can take these characters, but out of their normal sandbox or out of their normal parameters and do whatever you kind of want with them.
Are we getting James Gunn Batman?
Yes. But here is the issue with that.
Okay.
So, 1, you are going to have people who are going, who's Batman? Like your general movie-going audience, right? And goes, there's a new Batman movie out with Robert Pattinson? No. With this other person. Okay, cool. The issue is, if this Batman isn't as well received as Battinson, if you will, that sucks, right? Because there's also just, these two characters, like, don't exist in the same world, right? Like, the Superman that James Gunn has created cannot exist in the same world as Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Right. No, that makes sense.
It's so gritty.
Totally different. Yeah.
They're just wildly different. And not in a way of like, oh, you know, like Doctor Strange is more of a horror movie than like Winter Soldier is like a spy thriller. Like all those movies still make sense that they live in the same space.
Right.
These are just so wildly dynamically different that it wouldn't feel right to have like David Cornsweet fly into Gotham or for Robert Pattinson to batarang into Metropolis.
That makes sense. I feel like then best case scenario is Gunn just does, like, it doesn't have to be the Burton thing, but something very tonally different in the, like, maybe something more kind of theatrical and a little throwbacky. And because I do think Superman had shades of like a throwbacky, slightly
100%.
Anachronistic aesthetic.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, I can't quite tell when we're supposed to be, in a way that's nice.
Yeah.
So I do think if he leans into that with his Batman, if we end up with just a very tonally different Batman, could work.
Yeah.
But definitely weird.
It's a little strange. And the thing they've talked about doing that I don't think is going to happen again, this is at the time of this recording, they've talked about doing Batman Brave and the Bold, which is Batman teamed up with his son, Damian, his biological son. Remember Ra's al Ghul from like the Christopher Nolan Batman movies? Liam Neeson? No? Okay. That's okay.
I didn't really watch those.
Oh, that's all right. So like he's part of this like crazy terrorist organization.
Okay.
Basically.
I should. I know I should.
And sorry, I've got dog hair like going up my nose.
Don't yell at me.
Don't do it. That's not what this podcast is about.
I want to watch them sometime.
Batman, Bruce, has a affair with Ra's al Ghul's daughter, Talia. They have a kid.
Okay.
And he has been like part of the League of Shadows. Like he's a tiny child assassin. And then he's dumped at dad's doorstep to be raised by dad. And so it's like a new bloodthirsty Robin who is a child paired with Batman. Which I feel like is kind of a weird first introduction to Batman in a universe of like, here's Batman and his son. And like everyone knows who Batman is and like the pearls in the alley, all that stuff. But it just seems odd to introduce like one of your quote unquote big three with their son.
Yeah.
And make him like part of a buddy situation or that kind of dynamic immediately. The Bat family is really important to the Batman like world and lore, like the various Robins that he has these found family things with and mentorships with. But bringing in Damian this early seems strange and confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, if Batman has a little kid with him, I want it to be Robin. As, like, not a major Batman fan, that's the, like, that's not Robin.
Yeah. Just weird.
Fuck are you?
Yeah, I want him to be some street urchin that he, like, adopted.
It is, like, kind of fucked up that he's like, I have a kid. Well, I like this one better. So.
Yeah. I'll hang out with these guys. It's a big thing in the comics, too, where they're like, he's like a dad to me, and, like, Damon's like, cool, and, like, stabs him. He's crazy. He's a crazy little child.
Oh.
Well,
I'd maybe pick Robin too then. That kid seems chill.
Yeah.
Mellow as hell.
Just hang out with this little guy.
Do some little flips for me, boy.
He's just the Love Actually kid from the cutscenes.
Hell yeah.
How do you feel overall about like that kind of Scarlett Johansson potential storyline?
Could be interesting.
Yeah.
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 Women in men's fields being insane. Actually, no, that's so true. Batman universe actually does have, and maybe that's part of what's interesting to me, that we're potentially bringing her in for that when there are actually a slate of really well-known kind of interesting female villains in the Batman universe. I do think he has one of the stronger, just one of the stronger rogues gallery in general. Like, it is the, like, as someone who doesn't follow this stuff super closely, it is still like, oh yeah, but you have Poison Ivy, right, Harley Quinn, Catwoman. Like, these are all characters that I kind of, and I know, like, we've done Catwoman already in this universe.
And she's not in this next one.
Okay. Sure. But yeah, it just feels like an odd pull potentially, but I'm also not opposed to it because, I always do like a start somewhere different from where we end thing with our villains.
Sure.
So I think that could be something meatier than just playing. Well, and we have seen, we have Harley Quinn fairly.
Pretty prominent. Yeah. She's got a cartoon. We've had Margot and so many things.
Yeah. Have we really had a Poison Ivy?
Uma Thurman.
But not since.
No. And like the Arkham games, she's super fun in.
But that feels like a pretty easy choice as well. Is there any talks of that? Like, how do we get to Gilda? That feels like such an odd pull.
To me, this is because that first movie is so steeped in organized crime.
Oh, sure.
And I feel like that's kind of what they're leaning into in
and then the Penguin show that's in the same universe with
crime,
the
Marconis and everyone. We have like Pamela Isley. You then have to figure out how to ground her in that reality, right, of being an eco-terrorist.
Sure.
And does she have powers or anything like that?
Yeah.
Because Riddler, obviously, that's one where it's like he doesn't have powers. He's just a dude who likes riddles and is pretty fucked up. Yeah. The Joker.
you could have stopped at dude who likes riddles.
The Joker,
I can assume.
He doesn't have powers. He's fucked up.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that they were going to go like Victor Freeze or Court of Owls or one of these other ones, but like Victor Freeze allows you to have like, okay, we do have the technology right now to theoretically cryogenically freeze someone.
Yeah.
And that's a compelling villain. The Batman animated series is what kind of gave us that idea of him.
Yeah.
Of like, I'm doing all of this to save my wife. I think that'd be pretty boring to have Scarlett Johansson just in a test tube for an entire movie.
I will say like a grounded eco-terrorism thing with Poison Ivy could be incredibly cool. And I think could fit in that universe. But I do think it makes sense, especially with this conversation of if we're bringing Batman into like the gun version of the universe, how do we differentiate and leaning into, these are becoming more of a gritty, organized crime drama that happens to have a man in a fucking bat costume because James Gunn is more classic superhero-y vibes.
Yeah. Like, do you save your big heavy hitters for that main universe? Or when you have something that is critically acclaimed, do you start parsing them over that way? And I think that's kind of one of the things we're going to see from these next few movies, too, is which way are we going to end up? Because the Batman was supposed to be a one and done.
Interesting. Do we think she's Gilda solely because we kind of have a Harvey Dent casting established?
There was a leak about, like, it's rumored that she is going to be playing Harvey Dent's wife.
Harvey, wife guy Dent. Am I right?
But that she was going to like have the larger role, or other trades were saying like she's actually Two-Face. Again, that's the one where it's like you could do that. Yeah, sure, you could rewrite that story because it is Elseworlds.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
but I don't know how to break this to you. Batman, fake
He's
guy.
fake. He's not a real
Fake
person.
guy. He's so fake.
He's so fake. Oh my god.
Oh, I picked up I have a little orphan to tumble for me. You have a boy.
That's
You have
true.
a son, Batman.
Yeah. Grow up. Raise your children.
I feel like if I was Batman, I would be meticulous about wrapping that shit up.
Yeah.
I think if I was Batman, I'd get a bat-sectomy.
Well done. I'm really proud of you. That was great. Yeah, that's this little casting news update. That may or may not still be a thing by the time.
Oh God! If in the next 2 weeks, in the next couple of weeks, something else comes out, disregard.
Yeah, that's why so many things with like Doomsday. I'm like, oh, where everything keeps getting changed. We got to figure out some things to talk about. But guys, let us know what you think. Do you think that's who Scarlett Johansson's going to be? Have you read The Long Halloween? Does this make you want to read those comics? Let us know.
Yeah. Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Would you get a bat-sectomy?
Would you? If you were Batman, would you wrap it up? I think so. Everyone should.
Well,
Safe sex, even when you are a vigilante. Probably especially then.
doubly so.
Yeah.
If you already adopted a little tumbling boy.
No more kids.
I want a gritty Robin in this universe.
Dude, well, that's why, like, Nightwing, that's his whole thing, is he goes off and he's like, I'm not your fucking ward. I'm a grown-ass
I'm just
man.
saying, I want the Matt Reeves Batman to try to justify
Little tumbling
Robin.
and being like,
Because how do you make Robin not a little silly?
let him wear his underwear on the inside, first of all.
Well,
First step.
I'm not here to dull your shine, kid.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Well, thank you for learning me about the bat.
No problem. Yay!
Yay! If you want more, head on over to patreon.com/twofilthycasualspod. We have bonus episodes for just $5 a month. You can become a filthiest casual and join us for more.
Yeah.
You can also follow us over on over on Instagram, over on TikTok.
All the places.
I did. I'm buffering. Follow us over on social media at Two Filthy Casuals Pod. Please do like, subscribe, rate, review. It really, really helps the podcast. Share it with a friend.
Yeah.
Share it with your wife who's going to do some murders for you.
Oh my gosh, true love. Also, legally, I think we should say,
Don't do murders.
don't do murders.
We're good about that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna get canceled for something.
But it's not going to be that.
But we catch ourselves every time of like, do a
historically,
murder. Wait.
Don't
No.
do a murder.
Bad.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. And until next time, thanks for doing a podcast with me.
Hey,
I guess. I don't know.
Anytime.
I'm scrambling. Whoa. Until next time, I'm Amy Newman.
I'm Chris Carr.
And if you followed this fandom, you'd be home by now.